Hello everyone, welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. I'm Ruth Norton with Ruth's Stamping Corner. This is the sweet, adorable little box we are making today. It's really easy to make. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. This one is not Christmas themed, obviously. I mean, we're in the season of Christmas, but I didn't make this Christmas themed, but you could easily change up the stamps and make this a Christmas treat box if you wanted. All right, before we get to our box though, let's talk about everything that's going on. Paper Pumpkin for December. The subscription period is now open. This one is going to be a good one. You're going to make 16 gift card holders for each of 4 designs. If you don't want to make boxes or gift card holders, there is an add-on pack for cards that you can purchase. It goes right here. So you can purchase the add-on pack. It's $10, excuse me, $10, and you get 20 cards and envelopes, and they will coordinate with the December Paper Pumpkin. So if you're a card maker, if you really don't want to make those boxes, add this to your next order so that you'll have it when your December Paper Pumpkin arrives, and then you'll be ready to craft cards instead of boxes. It's gonna be so cute though. This little box is so cute, and yeah, don't miss it. There's a link to subscribe in my video description, so you can join for Paper Pumpkin now. All right, guys, I've been talking about this for, I don't know, my last few Facebook Lives. The sale starts tomorrow. I hope you guys are ready. This is the holiday catalog, the July through December mini catalog, whatever you want to call it. This catalog is retiring. There's only about a month left of it. The sale starts tomorrow. Products are going to be discounted up to 60% off. We're actually using 2 products today that are on this list. One of the products that is on this list, let me see if I can find it. This Gingham Cottage. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this in the Gingham Cottage, that top line right there. The Gingham Cottage DSP that we're going to be using. It is regularly $30. Tomorrow it will be discounted 40% off. You can get it for $18. Now, if you're like, that's still really expensive for DSP, but let me tell you about this DSP package because it's been one of my favorites. I've used this one a ton. This one is amazing. You get patterns, gingham patterns, so many different colors, and there are, I think, 48 sheets. They're all double-sided. It is a fantastic package of DSP. You get 4 each of every pattern. It is an amazing package of DSP. It's going to be on sale tomorrow, 40% off. So make sure that you are putting that one on your list. Now, all of the sale items, all of the retiring items on the last chance list out of here will be available while supplies last. Items will sell out. Items will sell out tomorrow. So don't wait to shop. If you have items that you want to get, make sure that you are shopping early because they will sell out, you guys. Also going on tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Is bumping up the extra savings that you guys can get. The clearance rack is being updated tomorrow as well. So that's even more discounted items that you can shop tomorrow. Now, I don't know what's going to be on there, but the clearance rack is always good, and those items are always discounted huge amounts. So shop tomorrow, shop the last chance list, and shop the clearance rack. I have December's host code in the video description, and I'm going to be posting it in a little bit. I'll be posting it this afternoon at the little graphic of it. So if you want to shop early, you'll have that host code ready to go. All right. Goodness, I'm sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with my voice. The Lovely and Lasting bundle is the bundle that I am featuring for my December card crate. This is a punch bundle. There's a punch that coordinates with this amazing little shape here. And we are making, if you want to join in on the card crate, we are making 5 fun fold or pop-up designs. They're either going to be fun folds or pop-ups. They are all amazing cards. These are all great cards to have in your stash. Everybody loves a good fun fold card. I think they're definitely my favorite to make. So if you want to get in on this card crate, there is a link in the video description as well. The last day to sign up for December's card crate is December 9th. So make sure that you let me know if you want it. Card crate is $35. You get $20 in products. It's a fantastic deal. All right, if you are shopping, this is the very last day for November's host code. Again, December's will be posted pretty immediately this afternoon, so you'll have it ready for December. All orders receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. If your order's over $50 or more, you also receive the Make and Take kit that coordinates with that PDF. If your order's placed in December, you're going to get the December Make and Take kit. If your order's placed today and for November, you're going to get the November Make and Take kit. I am caught up on all my Make and Take kits. They have all been shipped out, so thank you guys for all your support for November. Okay, this is what we're making today. So inside, this little cute little belly band slides off. You open the box, and there are, oh, they got a little jumbled in here, but there are 3 little cherry Hershey Kisses in here. These are this is my empty bag. These are the Hershey Kisses that I bought. They are usually only available during the holiday season. But I love these. I'm not normally a fan of the filled Hershey Kisses or their flavored Hershey Kisses, but these ones, I don't know, these ones I kind of like. They're really good. So that's what we're doing today, and I really wanted to pull in that cherry bundle, the Sweetest Cherry Bundle. So that's why we're doing, we're taking a Christmas candy, but we're doing a non-Christmas project. But again, change up the stamps, you got a Christmas project too. Okay, so this is what we're going to make today. We're going to start with our little box. Now I am using the 12 by 12 black cardstock. So this is in the mini catalog. You can purchase the 12 by 12 black cardstock that is retiring. So if you're a scrapbooker, if you love 12 by 12 cardstock, you need to get it. That one is not discounted, but it's still great to have on hand. It's still great to get. Now the reason that I cut mine out of the 12 by 12 black is because I can get 4 per sheet instead of 2 per sheet. And I made a bunch of these, so I wanted to maximize my cardstock. So your piece of paper is 5.5 by 5, and we're going to do some scoring. On the long side, you're going to score it at 1 1/4 on each side. So flip it, turn it around, 1 1/4, and then turn it to the short side, and we're going to do some scoring. We're going to go 1/2 inch, 1 1/2, 2 3/4, and 3 3/4. Okay, and that is all the scoring. Just pretty simple scoring. Okay, let me find my bone folder. All right, here we go. Burnished on all of those score lines, and then we're going to do some trimming. And I'm actually going to bring in my paper trimmer to help us do a little bit of trimming. Just it's going to be a little bit easier. Okay, let's use our scissors first, though. All right, we have a 1/2 inch line on this side, so this is the 5 inch side. We have a 1/2 inch line on this side. Now these 2 little rectangles on those 1/2 inch side, we are going to cut right out. Okay, so just cut those out. This is going to be the little flap for our box. So we're going to cut those out. So all we want is just that 1/2 inch section in the middle. All right, so this is going to be our lid. This is going to be our side. This is our tabs that go in. So basically what we're doing, so from this 1/2 inch side, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 sections, and we're going to cut up the score lines on this 3rd section here. So I hope that makes sense. And then we're going to do a little bit of trimming with our paper trimmer, and then we'll come back and finish our trimming. So this is the one that I've cut, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just trim up those lines right there, and this is going to be the side that folds up around the side that's going to be visible. All right, so let's bring in our paper trimmer. Love this paper trimmer. All right, so the lines that go all the way down, they are all 1/4 inch lines, so I'm gonna get glare from my light. So I'm gonna fold in this piece that we kind of freed, and I'm gonna line up this edge right here with the 1/2 inch line. I'm gonna get it flat up on the top, line up this edge with that 1/2 inch line, and we're gonna trim all the tabs down to 1/2 inch. So they're all gonna be the same as this one. We're gonna cut those off. We're gonna do the same on this side. So I'm gonna fold that in. I don't wanna cut that side one off. And I'm just gonna use my paper trimmer and cut it down. Now you can do this with your scissors. And I didn't go all the way up. You can do that with your scissors. You can eyeball it. These are little tabs that are gonna go in the box, so people really aren't gonna see it. But it's quick and easy to just grab your paper trimmer. Now for all the rest of the box, for all the rest of these little 1/2 inch tabs, you're just gonna notch in on all of them. Just notch in here. And these little tabs that are next to this 1/2 inch tab here, those are gonna fold in to the box here. Oops, forgot this one. And as you're going around, just go ahead and notch in that 1/2 inch tab that we trimmed first too. So just go through, and you'll see that when I notched in here, we separated those 2 lines there. So they're connected here. We just hadn't cut them apart, but we're gonna notch in on both sides anyway, so just cut them out. I'm gonna fold that up, notch in, notch in. By notching in, you're gonna cut down on the bulk, and your box is gonna just have a much cleaner look. All right. Move all that trash out of the way, and this is what your little box is gonna look like. All right, we're gonna put on our DSP before we throw our box together. So I'm using that Gingham Cottage DSP, and I have a bunch of sheets of DSP. I'm using the black pattern. We're gonna use the bigger side. The measurements are all in the video description, so check that out. These little tiny ones, these are gonna go on our sides, and these are 7/8 by 1/8. And those are just gonna go on these little tabs. These are the little tabs that we didn't trim. So those are gonna go there. Right. There is a thinner piece. You have two that are a little bit wider. This one is let me look at my measurements. 1 1/8 by 7/8. So if you don't like to work in eighths measurements, just go down a 1/4 inch for the measurements. Let's go down another 1/8 of an inch. So if you don't like eighth measurements, this would be 1 by 3/4. All right, that one's gonna go on the lid. So by that little 1/2 inch tab, that one's gonna go on the lid. And then these other two pieces, this one's gonna go on this side. This is our bottom, so we're not gonna do our bottom. And these pieces are 2 7/8 by 1 1/8. But if you wanted to do the bottom, you could, but you know, it's the bottom. All right, so we have all of our DSP on. So this is what your box looks like. Now, I cut a little finger notch in here on this one. I don't know if you can see it. I used a 1/2 inch circle punch to do that because originally my plan was to have the box close like this, and you can do it. You can do that box close like that. But when I got the belly band on, I thought it looked way cuter to have that little pop of black just around the outside like that. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm adhering but I'm leaving that open on the front like that. If you wanted to tuck it in, I would recommend adding a little finger notch because it does make it easier to pull open. So your choice there. If you want to add that finger notch, you can. Otherwise, you can leave it off. All right, now on the two tabs that are closest to that center one, we are going to put, I'm going to use tear and tape here. You can use your Tombow adhesive. You could use Stampin' Seal Plus, any strong adhesive you want. I'm going to go through, peel off all of these backings, and then we're just going to fold it in. It'll be like a regular box. There we go. Okay. And just line up the score line with the cut edge all the way around. Just go just like that. And this side, and then just tuck that one in. Just like that. And you have the sweetest little box. This will probably hold like little Kit Kats or any other little tiny candy bar, but if it's 3 little Hershey Kisses, perfectly. You might be able to fit more in there. You know, jam as many as you want in there. All right, so the side tabs are going to go into the box, and that front tab is going to go on the outside. All right, now we have a piece of our Saffron of the Gingham Cottage DSP, and we're going to use this as a belly band. This is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2, and I'm going to start on the front, and it's just going to overlap the little lid just slightly, and I'm just going to kind of pinch it as I go around the box. It's DSP, so it's easy to kind of maneuver with. You don't want to make it too tight. Once you get it around the box, just give it a little pinch on all the sides. And I'm going to use some tear and tape on this too. Just on one side. I'll pull that off. Okay. And just wrap that around. I'm putting my seam in the front because that's all going to be covered. So we're never going to see that. So you have a nice clean back, bottom, all of it. And then your belly band should slide on and off. Okay. All right, let's get to our stamping. We're going to set this aside. We're going to do our stamping. All right, let me move all my trash. All right, I am using the Sweetest Cherries stamp set, and well, I'm using the bundle, like the punch bundle. It's one of my favorites in the annual catalog. I love it. Now for my greeting, these greetings are a little bit too big for our box. I mean, our box is about the same size as that sweet greeting, so it's a little bit too big. So I'm actually pulling in a greeting from the Warm Welcome stamp set. This one was available for the Stampin' Up's World Card Making Day in October. It's still in the online store. You can still purchase this. This bundle is going to be in the next mini catalog. So this was a big sneak peek. We got this in October, but it's also going to be in the mini catalog coming up in January. But I love the font here, so we're going to use that Hello. Okay, so let me get my Stampin' Pierce mat. We're using a photopolymer stamp set, so images stamp better on the Stampin' Pierce mat. So I'm using Mary Merlot. I love this like deep red for the cherries. I'm going to stamp the cherries on here. Look how fun that is. You're going to get lots of nice shading on here, lots of natural shading. It's going to give you light and dark textures on there. All right, I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to pull in our Granny Apple Green. And I just have a scrap of Granny Apple Green cardstock here. And we're going to stamp 2 leaves. So Granny Apple Green on Granny Apple Green. And while we have that Granny Apple Green ink out, I'm going to bring back in my scrap of white, and I'm going to stamp my greeting just on the bottom down there. We're going to cut directly right out of there. We're just going to cut the height and the width of the word. All right, we're done with the Granny Apple Green. I'm going to bring in my Garden Green, and we're going to add the leaf detail. We're going to bring back in that Granny Apple Green piece and just stamp that little leaf detail onto the leaves. It just gives it a little bit of extra dimension. All right, close up the inks, and we're going to punch everything out. So grab your punch, and we'll line this up in here. Always punch upside down so you can see what you're doing. And I think this one is barely big enough for me to get in there. There you go. There's our 2 leaves. Move that trash out of the way. We're going to do our cherries. So line that image up right inside the punch. And one more on this side. Okay, there we go. And we're going to save that piece because we need our greeting piece. All right, now I have already punched out 2 stems. I punched them with Early Espresso cardstock. So we have our cherries, we have our stems, we have our leaves. So let's get our greeting. And I'm just going to use my scissors here, my paper snips, and just trim right to the height and the width of the word here. So there is all of our pieces ready to go. So let's start assembling them. I'm going to use my liquid glue to assemble. You can use glue dots. These are small pieces, so the Stampin' Seal might not work. You can always put an adhesive sheet on the back of these, and that would do it too. So I'm just doing a little dot of glue just to stick my cherries together. Then we're going to do the stems. I'm just going to do a little dot of glue on the top of each cherry. And we're going to stick our stems on. I also like the liquid glue because we're going to need to kind of finagle it, move it around a little bit just to make sure that they kind of line up where we want them. We want them to overlap just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to put some glue on the cherry stems, the top there. I'm going to put a leaf on there. Just like that, and then a dot of glue on the other side of the leaf, and just like that. And that is your little cherry cluster. Isn't it cute? All right, I glue all over my mat now, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna set that aside. It's all gonna dry. I've already punched out of Mary Merlot cardstock. This is from our Essentials Tags punch. I've already punched that out. I need dimensionals. I'm going to grab a couple of those. We're going to put them directly onto the belly band because this tag is going to hang off, so we don't want any adhesive sticking to the actual box. I'm going to stick my little tag right on there. And I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of my cherries. We're going to stick the cherries right onto our little tag there. And then I'm going to bring back my liquid glue just a little bit on the bottom of that right cherry. Stick on the hello. I like to do this after the cherries are on there. That way you get them nice and straight, that greeting nice and straight. All right, final finishing touch. I've already tied a linen thread bow, and I'm going to grab a glue dot. I'm going to stick this onto my glue dot. Grab my scissors again. Pull that up, fold that glue dot under. It's a little bit bigger than that knot. And this goes right up onto those leaves, just like that. And that finishes your little cherry box, your little cherry Hershey Kiss box. All right, guys, what do you think? Is it cute? It's a really fun box. Again, you can modify the stamps, make it Christmas themed if you wanted. There are tons of Hershey Kiss flavors out right now. I mean, Hershey Kiss goes a little overboard for Christmas, but there are tons of flavored ones. You can do this one year round. Hershey Kisses are a candy that are around year round, so you can definitely play with this one year round, these little Hershey Kisses, and fit 3 of them perfectly in there. All right, guys, that is it for me. I will be back in my VIP group on Sunday for week 10 of my 12 weeks of Christmas. We're almost done with that series. We're going to wrap it up. If you are shopping, this is November's host code, so if you're shopping today, use this host code. If you're shopping tomorrow, use the December host code that is in the video description, or it will be posted in my group in just a little while. Remember that last chance sale starts tonight at midnight. It starts December 1st. Items are only available while supplies last. Things are discounted up to 60% off. Use that host code if your order is under $150. You're going to get extra benefits. If it's over $150, you're still going to get the benefits from me, but you're also going to get Stampin' rewards. So plan your orders now so that you don't miss out on things. Shop early to get the best selection. The clearance rack will also be updated tomorrow. So big day tomorrow. It's going to be a big month. But thank you guys for joining me. If you like this video, please share this with your Facebook friends. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. It's free and it really helps me out. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.